bit of a problem with my Be Live live streaming. So don't know what happened there. Hopefully you guys will find me. Welcome to this edition of the Cancer Coach Talks. My name is Leslie Nance. It's good to have you guys here. Thank you so much for digging around until you found the broadcast. I apologize. It gives you a link and then it takes the link away and it makes everything crazy. So there you go. But it does look like we're live. I'm just going to check sound. I do have sound. We are good to go. So hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Tonight, we're going to talk about something really exciting, and it is the 5 pillars of health. And I absolutely love this discussion because it applies not only to you, but it applies to a multitude of people, a multitude of health conditions, and just living your best healthy life possible. So thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to try not to hit my microphone 300 times tonight. So we are in a brand new setting, although it looks the same. The wall color is different, but we're in a brand new setting here in Texas, and I'm super excited. For those of you that don't know, my husband, I haven't been live because my husband and I just moved from Colorado, from northern Colorado, 900 miles to the Dallas-Fort Worth area to be with be closer to my family, to have warmer weather, so that I have a swimming pool. To make travel easier, getting around the country, because we like to travel around the country and around the world, which we've been doing for many, many years. We're enthusiasts for travel. And so we've made this big move from northern Colorado to Texas, and it is amazing. So thank you for being patient with me and excusing me for not being live on Tuesday nights like I usually am. So hopefully we're back to regularly scheduled programming, and we will be live with you guys on most Tuesday nights, leading all the way through the holidays. So no travel plans right now because I don't have to travel for the holidays. So super excited about that. So tonight I want to talk about something. If you guys have not, please share out. The broadcast had to change. The location had to change. So if you're a member of Real Answers About Your Cancer, please share out over there somebody for me. That would be great. That would be very helpful. Actually, if you're a member of Go To Kitchens VIP, please share there. If somebody wouldn't mind doing that, so that everybody can find the broadcast. Because I know some people are like, where the heck is the broadcast, Leslie? It's right here. So tonight we're going to talk about something that I have been preaching for a very long time, and that is the 5 pillars of health. And you know, the things that I'm going to mention tonight, you're going to be like, oh, I already knew that. Some things I'm going to mention tonight, you're going to be like, oh, really? You know, and some things I don't mention, and you're going to think, why isn't that part of the whole 5 pillars of health thing? But the things that I'm going to tell you about tonight are things that are going to strengthen your body, that are going to improve your health, no matter whether you're dealing with active cancer or not. It's going to help prevent further disease. It is going to help prevent disease in general. It's going to keep you out of the doctor's office. It's going to help prevent common things like common colds and common ailments. You know, it helps with inflammation in the body. There are a lot of benefits to the 5 things that I'm going to share with you tonight. So this applies to everyone, not just those of you that are dealing with active cancer. So let me take a quick moment to introduce myself. My name is Leslie Nance, certified holistic nutritionist, certified holistic cancer coach, 7-year cancer survivor. I've been cancer-free. I was deemed cancer-free in October for 7 years. And through my own journey, really learned and educated, that's the best way to say that, I think, is educated myself so that I could come here and teach you the things that I know about keeping the body, 1, inhospitable to cancer, and 2, healthy and on purpose, no matter what you are struggling with right now in your health. So yes. So if you guys have hi, it's good to see you, Anne Marie. Hi. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put those in the chat. Again, if somebody would please share this out over on Real Answers About Your Cancer and the Go To Kitchens VIP page, I would really appreciate that, because we had to get a whole new broadcast link tonight. So some people may not be able to find us. I don't know what happened. I logged on and it said your broadcast has expired. And I was like, my broadcast has expired? What is that? I've never seen that before. So I had to start a whole new link and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to deliver that content. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and finding me here. So let's jump in with 2 feet. Oh, by the way, the website is anystagecancer.com. What's my website? anystagecancer.com is my website. Please go check that out. You can learn more about what a cancer coach does. You can actually watch a free webinar from that page that is amazing about being the boss of your cancer. And you can see interviews with clients. There's all kinds of good stuff. There's blog posts there. Go check that out. And please take time to read those blog posts and share them out. You absolutely never know who needs this information. So hi, Diane. It's good to see you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Although we've had a set change, the set's pretty much the same. I don't have my stuff hung up on the walls yet or anything yet. So, okay. So let's jump right in. The 5 pillars of health. We're going to start with pillar number 1. Hi, Tommy. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to start with pillar number 1. Pillar number 1 is one of the most obvious ones. You guys can take a stab at it if you want to. You can put that in the comments if you like. Hi, Terrence. It's good to see you. Priority number 1 in the 5 pillars of health is diet. Diet is incredibly important for being the boss of your health, not just your cancer, but being the boss of your health. It is the thing that jumpstarts everything that comes next that I'm going to say. If you are out of alignment in your diet and you're eating crappy foods and you're eating a lot of processed foods and you're not getting enough vegetables and you're not getting enough variety, did you hear me? If you're eating a lot of non-organics, if you're eating too much meat and not enough vegetables, if you're not eating enough whole grains, yes, I said whole grains. If you're not eating enough fruits, if you're not in balance, then your whole life, not just your health, but your whole life is going to be out of balance. When we do not eat well, we lower our vibration. We are basically telling our bodies that we don't care about them. When you go through a drive-through and you get a 99-cent taco, as great as that taco is going down, and as much as you think that you're enjoying it, you are basically telling your body that I don't care about you, and it is lowering your vibration. And it's making it difficult for you to heal. Not to mention that it's basically poison that you're eating. Not to mention that you're getting no nutrients, not to mention that the macrobiotics that you're getting, the fats, the proteins, and the carbs are devoid of the proper thing that they need to fuel your body. So you are sending a signal to your body saying, I don't care about you. And guess what? Your body acts like an 8-year-old and goes, well, I don't care about you either. If you are not giving your body the proper information to heal, you will not heal. And diet is an important part of that. Now then, having said that, your body is an amazing vessel. It is designed for healing. Some people will eat a crap diet and still heal. Some people will eat the healthiest diet ever and never heal. Why is that? Because diet is only one part of the puzzle. It's not all the parts. It's just one part of the puzzle, but it's where we start laying the foundation of our health. It's where we start telling our body, I love you. I care about you. I want you to be well. So therefore, I'm going to resist the urge of the 99-cent taco that is not going to help you. And I'm going to feed you something good and wholesome. And guess what happens? Your body's like an 8-year-old and it says, I love you too. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I love it when you do that. I know I'm giving you like an outer body experience, but it's true. It's true. Anybody that has ever eaten a shit diet and eaten a healthy diet knows that when they eat a healthy diet, they have higher energy. They vibrate. Energy, frequency, energy equals frequency equals vibration. All of those things are the same. They have higher energy. They have better, higher frequency. Their body is dialed in. You're dialed into the right channel. And when you get that, there's no static on that channel. Everything's getting all the information that you need. Everything you were looking for is coming through. Your vibration is higher. You feel better. You look better. Your confidence rises. But it's only one piece of, and I'm not doing this like to look at me like, you're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I don't even know if that's in the song or the musical, but I just made it up anyway. But this is only one piece of the puzzle. And so when you come across people that never heal and eat a healthy diet, and you come across people who eat a crap diet and still heal, maybe they're managing the other 4 pillars of their health better than they are their diet. Maybe the person that is eating really well isn't managing the other 4 pillars. So number 1, diet. Number 2 on the pillar of health is purposeful movement. Other words known as exercise. Diet, purposeful movement. And why I call it purposeful movement is because it means something different to everybody. For some people, it's not exercise. For some people, it is a conscious decision to go for a walk, which is a form of exercise, but they don't count. When you think exercise, you think gym, you think CrossFit, you think boot camp, you think Zumba, you think you got to get in and pump some iron. You got to run on the treadmill. That's what people think when they think exercise. And you don't need all of that to live a healthy life. Does it contribute to your health? 100% for surely. It does. But purposeful movement means maybe it's just a walk. Maybe it's a swim. Maybe it's a hike, which most people don't count as exercise, but it's totally an exercise. Maybe it's 3 extra laps around the grocery store before you do your grocery shopping. That would be purposeful movement. Maybe it's taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Maybe it is spending an hour in a CrossFit gym. Maybe you want washboard abs. I do. I would love washboard abs. I'm not going to get them, I don't think. I've never had them. It'd be a miracle if I got them, but I believe in miracles. So diet, purposeful movement. Now then, I work with a lot of people. Anne-Marie loves it. I love that. Anne-Marie too. There's Anne-Marie and there's Anne-Marie too. Yay. Sorry, Tracy. We had a glitch tonight. I'm sorry that anyway, who knows what happened. I'm about ready to ditch Be Live. As much as I love it, it makes it really frustrating for me when I can't broadcast like I'm supposed to. So Anne-Marie says she loves rebounding. I love rebounding too, but that's purposeful movement. But that's not an hour, right? The other Anne-Marie is now saying she likes rebounding also. But That's purposeful movement. That's not an hour in a CrossFit gym. That's not 2 hours on a treadmill. That is none of that. There's actually a study out that says that women, I just had dinner. I scarfed it down. This was not good for you, but I did it anyway. But women that actually walk 20 minutes a day, actually, let me start over again. Let me start over. Not from the beginning, but from that thought. Somebody just pulled up in front of my house and it distracted me. So, squirrel. But there's a study that says that women that walk 20 minutes a day, get purposeful movement, 20 minutes of exercise a day, reduce their risk of breast cancer by 50%. What? By 50%. If you could take a 20-minute walk a day and reduce your risk of breast cancer by 50%, don't you think you better get your tail out there and go for a walk? That is huge. This is a huge contributor to our health. And so I have a story to share with you about that. So we've been moving. I have been moving, physically moving a lot. It's not purposeful moving though. Okay, this is confusing. We purposely moved here, but I'm talking about unpacking boxes and putting up bookcases and doing all that sort of thing is movement, but it's not my purposeful movement. I work out 5 days a week. And so it's not my purposeful movement that I normally get. So yesterday I told Robin, I said, we have to set up the gym. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw yesterday how happy I was that we got our little gym room, set up. And it doesn't have a ton of machines and all this crazy stuff in it. It's got a treadmill. It's got a rebounder. It has weights, kettlebells in it. It's got a medicine ball. It's got a busu ball, which is a balancing ball. And it's got barbells, for curls. And I can get an hour 15 workout in there in the comfort of my own home and really make a huge difference. And my body can tell the difference between that purposeful movement and just movement that's not on purpose, because it's the same as the food. When you have purposeful movement, you're telling your body, I love you and I care about you and I want you to be well. And your body is saying, thank you so much. But my back will start hurting. I'll actually get cramps in my feet, when I'm not running regularly. Things happen to me. I'm almost 50 years old. Things happen to me when I'm not getting that purposeful movement on a weekly basis. So the gym is set up. I couldn't go this morning because I had to go to a doctor's appointment with my dad. Tomorrow morning, I am in that gym and I'm so excited to get in there, but it's contributing to my health on a daily basis. So purposeful movement, whatever that means to you. Again, it doesn't have, I know it is huge, right? Francis, hi Francis, it's good to see you. But it is a huge proponent to your health, is getting that purposeful movement. Number 3 on the list is hydration or water. Diet, purposeful movement, water. Water is the source of life on everything in this planet. Just like the sun, actually. Sun and water, those things go together. Water is incredibly important to your health. Do you know how many people come to me that struggle with drinking enough water during the day? So here's the golden rule. Half your body weight in ounces. That's the golden rule. That can be shifted to less or more depending on your individual daily routine. But for most of us, there's a few exceptions to that rule. Half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 150 pounds, I'm making it easy on myself, you drink 75 ounces of water a day. I'm not talking about flavored water. I'm not talking about sparkling water. I'm not talking about the fancy pants waters that you get. I'm talking about clear, clean water, preferably filtered water, like through a Berkey or through a filtration system on your refrigerator, something of that nature. Clear, clean, natural water. If you want to add a little lemon to it, okay. If you want to drink it room temperature, best. The best way to drink water, especially first thing in the morning, is at room temperature. Don't drink ice water with meals. These are just some tips. It cools off your gut, makes digestion harder. If you suffer with heartburn and gas and bloating, stop drinking cold drinks with your meal. It cools your gut off and it makes digestion much, much harder, especially iced drinks, especially iced water. So not tea. Again, none of those things count. Half your body weight in ounces of water a day. Hydration is one of the biggest keys to your health. If you are going through chemotherapy, if you are preparing for surgery, if you're getting a blood draw, if you're having a scan with contrast, if you are anything, honestly, doing a medical procedure of any kind, you want to be hydrated. Your immune system functions at a higher level when you are hydrated. When you are dehydrated, your body is focused on how do we get hydrated, and it will start shutting systems down. If any of you have ever been dehydrated, you know which I speak of. Your body will start shutting systems down. If you're struggling with neuropathy, check your water intake and your mineral intake as well, but not supplements, natural minerals through food. If you're suffering with headaches or migraines, check your water intake. Kidney problems, check your water intake. Nice, clean, filtered water, half your body weight in ounces every single day. There are so many things, our skin, our bones, our nutrient absorption. You do not absorb nutrients if your intestines are dry, if they're dehydrated. You will not, you could eat the healthiest diet on the planet. You're not drinking enough water. You're not getting those nutrients like you could be. Especially if you're taking oral medications like supplements or oral chemotherapy or anything like that. Water, 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 half your body weight in ounces every single day. That's number 3. Number 4. Oh, I can't do that. There. Number 4. I need a prop. Number 4, sleep, diet, purposeful movement, water, sleep. The number one function, the number one reason that human beings need sleep is what? Anyone? I'm going to give you a minute while we talk about it. What is the number one function that happens when we are sleeping? Nobody answered. It takes forever. These comments are so slow in this Facebook thing. It drives me crazy. All right. Somebody's going to type it in like as soon as I say it. Right. Rebuilding your cellular. Thank you, Anne Marie. Hi, Chastity. It's good to see you. All right. Rebuilding your cells. Your body is healing while it is sleeping. The number one function, was I just stuttering? The number one function that you are doing and creating in the body when you're sleeping is healing. And if you're not sleeping well, you're not healing well. Sleep is crucial to our health. It is so vital to our vitality. You want to heal, you will get the proper amount of sleep. So the question is, how much sleep should I be getting, Leslie? The average adult should be sleeping between 7 and 9 hours a night. 7 and 9 hours a night. Anything less than 7 is too little. Anything over 9 is too much. You can drink too much water, and yes, you can sleep too much. So you want to be somewhere in that 7 to 9 hour of nice, restful, peaceful sleep. So if that means that it takes you an hour to fall asleep, oh my gosh, I'm totally not going to do the math here. then you need to add that to your 7 hours, and you need to figure out how to fall asleep faster. You need a method. Typically, it's because our brains can't shut off. So you need a method to shut that brain off. But we heal and repair when we sleep. So what happens is that we lay down to go to sleep. We go to sleep. We're asleep for about 10 minutes or so, and a restful sleep for about 10 minutes. You don't want to get woke up in that time period because it really wreaks havoc. I mean, if you do, it's not like life or death. It just wreaks havoc on the sleep patterns, actually. But that first 10 minutes, after about that time, your body's like, hey guys, she's asleep. Let's go to work. What's going on in the body? Liver, how you doing? I'm fine. Check. It looks like she's got some inflammation around her knee. Let's go fix that. Right? Looks like she's got a surgical wound on her breast. Let's go fix that. And your body sends healing energy to those areas. It sends the cellular activity that it needs. It sends all the information that it needs to create that healing. It is a physical response that we have in our sleep. The other thing that it does is it allows the mind, the brain. I meant to say brain and I said breast for whatever reason. But maybe I need some sleep. It allows the brain to go into a state. A dreaming state does not count as mental activity, although we do fire up when we are dreaming. But it's not the same conscious mental activity that we have when we're awake. And it allows the brain to do a dump. So to basically dump the information that we have taken in during the day and figure out where to store that. And so it's really important that we sleep to get rid of that. If you're not sleeping well and you find yourself a stress cadet and things are like affecting you all the time and you're reacting instead of being proactive, you're reacting to everything. It's probably because you're not getting enough sleep. And that's why you feel irritable. That's why you feel cranky. Those are all the reasons, because your brain hasn't had time to dump everything out and put it in the right compartment where it needs to be, right? And so some of us that have hyperactive brain activity, sometimes that's hard to shut off at night, especially if you have something exciting going on or something scary going on like cancer. It's really hard to shut that off. And so you need to work with yourself and you need to compromise with yourself saying, look, there's nothing I can do about this till morning, so might as well sleep. So really having a pattern and an idea and a process that is just standard that gets you to sleep and keeps you asleep. But our bodies are healing. It is doing cellular repair. Anne-Marie said, rebuilding your cells. We are, it could be that at that night that your body's like, hey, we got a rogue cancer cell over there. White blood cells, go get that sucker out of here. Send it to the lymph system and get it out of the body. Right. And so it goes and it does that work. It's awesome. Our bodies are designed this way. We are designed. The things that get in the way of that are things that contribute to our daily life, things that need to be aligned that keep us out of balance. And when we're out of balance, we miss things like diet and purposeful exercise and not getting enough water to drink during the day because we're too busy, or I have to pee too much, or whatever lame excuse you're using for that. And then sleep. And so then all that consumes us. Whatever's happened in the day consumes us. So you need to figure out a way to get a brain dump out. I suggest a gratitude journal and a brag book. Every night before bed, get those grateful thoughts out in the day on a note that says, these are the things that I'm grateful for, and shut her down. Get to bed. Now, sometimes chronic pain keeps us awake. You need to find a way to manage that. It's hard to heal in a vicious cycle, right? You can see the vicious cycle in chronic pain, in constant fear, in constant stress, can't get enough sleep, makes it worse the next day, can't heal, blah, 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 right? The other thing that is important to remember around sleep is that you should not be eating too close to sleep. Your body will actually give priority to digestion. And so if you are sleeping and you have eaten within like 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, you are not healing. Your body, for the first few hours, those precious healing hours, you are not healing. Your body is busy digesting. and it will always give priority to digestion. And so that's why it's important, especially if you have active cancer, especially if you've ever had cancer, especially if you want to be healthy, not to eat too close to bed. That's one of the main reasons that you should not go to bed on a full stomach. Even water can cause that. Your body gives digestion a priority, and so it will prioritize that over cellular repair. Crystal clear? What's the fifth thing, Leslie? The fifth thing wraps it up in a nice big tight bow, and that is stress management. Food, right? Diet, purposeful movement, water. Still can't do that one. Sleep. Here, I'll hold it that way, and it looks like I'm doing it, but I'm really not. See? Sleep. Stress management. This is the thing that puts the bow on top. If you are lacking in these four, if you're lacking in the first four, stress management becomes very, very difficult. Believe it or not, all four of those things that I mentioned before stress management have the biggest impact on your stress. It's not your cat that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It's not your son who's driving you crazy. It's not your job that you feel that you're going to get fired from. It's not the cancer that you've just been diagnosed with. Those contribute to it, but you cannot have a proper response to stress without having those other four things in alignment. And stress makes the other four things harder to get. Sleep, right? That makes sense. Diet. What happens to you guys when you're stressed? What's the thing that you say when you're stressed? I want some comfort food. We go to the junk food, right? Oh, I just didn't even think about drinking water today. That's a stress response. I just didn't sleep very good last night. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just didn't sleep very good. Any five of those things out of balance lowers your frequency, lowers your energy, lowers your vibration. And it makes it very difficult to have a proper healing response. So aligning those five pillars in your life, if you work with me, we don't talk about individual five pillars, but if you work with me, I ask you about, well, food we do a massive amount of, but we talk about sleep. We talk about water. I make my clients track how much water that they're drinking during the day. Stress management is a huge part. Mindset, controlling it, learning to control our minds, control our thoughts. You can't remove most stresses from your life, but you can control your response to them. Learning and understanding that. And when we have something massive like cancer sitting on top of us, you know, it's like weighing on us. It's keeping our frequency low. It's lowering our vibration. It's making our energy levels just dip and suck. Even just worrying about cancer has that. That lowers our immune system. It lowers our energy production. It wreaks havoc on our diet. It wreaks havoc on our water intake. Our sleep is a mess. We can't find time, or we hurt, or we have phantom pains that aren't even there. We have trouble managing our stress. Those things have a massive impact. And that is why I have chosen to do what I do. Helping you balance just those five things in your life can heal a plethora of things. It works on mental illness. It works on diabetes. It works on arthritis. I have a client, Pam, if you guys have ever read Pam's story. Pam is amazing. She's the most amazing woman. You know, 4 years ago, she was ready to check herself into a assisted living because of her Parkinson's and her rheumatoid arthritis. And about 3 or 4 months after I met Pam, we started talking, and she did a program of mine. And all of a sudden, she's taking I can't remember exactly, but she was taking a lot of different medicines, and she's down to like 3. And her rheumatoid arthritis she's not having any effects from it. And her Parkinson's is so much better. And she's like, assisted living? I could work at one of those facilities. She actually went to work for a naturopathic doctor in her area. This is the power of balancing these things in your life. I have clients with stage 4 cancer. Now, their cancer is not gone. They're still dealing with their cancer, but they are living a balanced, healthy life despite what blood tests say, despite what PET scans say. And their doctors are like scratching their head like, how are you doing that? How's that even happening? I have clients that go into complete remission that never have cancer again. Well, I mean, as far as I know, I'm keeping in contact with them. There's also, my camera just went blurry. Sorry. There's also the occasion where somebody loses their life to their cancer diagnosis. Just recently, just to give a shout out and a tribute to an amazing woman. Some of you may know her. Her name is Jamie Cromwell. And a couple of weeks ago, Jamie lost her life to her cancer. She was my client for over a year. And I got the most amazing card from her husband that said, you know, if it had not been for you, I wouldn't have had this last year with Jamie. She would have been gone a long time ago. And the quality of life that we had in that time period was so precious. Amazing cancer boss. And you may think, well, she lost her battle. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Jamie didn't lose a thing. She lost her earthly life, but she didn't lose a thing. She was the most amazing human being I have ever met. She was constantly sharing her love and her joy for life, despite what was happening to her. She was meditating until the last moments of her life, praising God, thanking God for her life. There's no loss in that. There's earthly loss. I miss her. I miss talking to her. Bill and I have been keeping in contact. He's actually on a juice protocol with me right now. There are people that are going to lose their lives to their disease. It's going to happen. It's a fact. But it's not, they didn't lose. Jamie didn't lose anything. There are people that are going to be completely cancer-free and never have cancer again. I was told I was going to have cancer within a year again, and it would be all over my body. And that was 7 years ago. No cancer here. So truly learning and loving your relationship with your body, teaching it the balance of the 5 pillars. Those 5 things can change your life forever, whether you have cancer or not. Aligning those can change your life forever. So that is all I have to share with you tonight. Just like Sabrina said at the end of my cave tour in Colorado Springs, that concludes the end of the tour.